Gisèle Pelicot, the woman who was allegedly drugged by her now ex-husband over the course of a decade so that she could be raped by dozens of men while unconscious, is now becoming a symbol of France's fight against sexual violence. Some 700 people gathered at Place de la République in Paris in support for the 71-year-old and all rape victims in France. Some carried banners that hailed Pelicot for speaking out about her horrific ordeal and assured other victims of sexual violence that they are not alone. One of the banners said, "Victims, we believe you. Rapists, we see you." Since the beginning of the extraordinary trial on September 2nd, during which Pelicot will face 51 of her alleged rapists, she has been praised for her courage and composure. First, there was her decision to keep the trial public. Then, she allowed journalists to publish her full name. And she was also open to the exhibiting explicit videos recorded by her husband. Pelicot decided not to hide and demanded the trial of her ex-husband, Dominique Pelicot, and 50 co-defendants. She said through one of her lawyers, it should be up to her alleged abusers, not her, to be ashamed.
Yeah, it's very important for us to be there because we need to talk about the rape culture and the fact that after 7 years of Me Too, we already know that there is not a special type of victim, but nowadays we are like collectively realizing that there is not a special type of rapist.
Despite several waves of the Me Too reckoning in France, which featured several high-profile women speaking publicly about the trauma they've endured after years of sexual abuse, demonstrators said that much of the violence remains unreported and often goes unpunished.
Since I learned about the scandal, I feel like vomiting all the time. I find it absolutely despicable what she went through. I am completely terrified because if it can happen in such an intimate circle for years and no one realizes it, it's just completely terrifying.
On September 5th, Pelicot spoke about her ordeal in public for the first time. With a calm and clear voice, she detailed the horror of discovering that her former spouse had been drugging her and invited at least 72 strangers into their house in Provence and committed rape. Next week, Gisèle Pelicot will have to brave another mountain. She will be facing the man whom she shared her life for over 50 years and father of their 3 children. Her lawyer has said she is planning on attending his testimony. Her ex-husband, Dominique Pelicot, has previously confessed to the crime to the investigators. But his court hearing will be crucial for the panel of judges to decide on the fate of the 50 other men accused of rape. Gisèle Pelicot's lawyer has said that she wants to raise awareness about date rape drugs. So what are these date rape drugs? They are under 3 broad categories of date rape drugs called the ronhypnol, GHB and ketamine. Now, ronhypnol, which is also called flunitrazepam, is a strong drug. It's a light green pill with a blue core, which turns the liquid blue when put it in a clear drink. However, some generic pills may not have the blue dye to easily recognize it. The second drug category is GHB or gamma hydroxybutyric acid. It is a depressant which has many nicknames. Usually it's a liquid without a smell or any kind of taste, but it can also be a white powder or pill, and it may have a mild salty taste. The third category is ketamine. It is a type of psychedelic drug that makes one feel detached from reality. It's a clear liquid or an off-white powder with no smell or taste.